And we're live! Good morning. We're a few minutes early here, but I'll tell you why in just a minute. What's going on? Welcome to Wednesday Live. Welcome to Home Built Workshop, where we're going to spend a little bit of time just talking about shop projects and kind of go over what you all are working on. I'd love to hear what's on your workbench, what kind of projects you're working on, what kind of issues we can maybe help sort out. So we're starting a little bit early here today, which is usually we start about 9 a.m. Mountain Time, but I'm trying to get started a little early because, well, if you saw my post earlier, it's still kind of winter here. Winter just won't let go. We got several inches of snow last night, heavy, wet spring snow, and we have the schools are on a 2-hour delay this morning, so I'm gonna have to cut this one a little bit short, and yeah, because I gotta take my daughter to school. So I wanted to be able to still hop on, touch base with all of you guys, and see what's going on before I gotta get out of here and get over to the school. So hope your day is going great. Already the snow's melting out there, but yeah, delays. Anyway, what are you working on? What's going on? Tim's here this morning. Tim says, good morning. Enjoy the snow. LOL. Yeah. I was hoping for either no delay and kind of a normal day, or either a full cancellation. And I know my daughter was hoping for a snow day as well. She's kind of bummed out this morning that she still has to go to school. But anyway, can't control it. So just wanted to be able to still get the live in this morning before I got to take her to school. Mike's here. Mike says, awaking. There you go. I got it. I got you. Waking up, eh? Yep, waking up to snow here. So, Mike says autocorrect. You can't even autocorrect correct. I don't like autocorrect most of the time. Sometimes it saves you, but I got you. The autocorrect is not awake yet. No worries. So what's going on? What are you guys up to? Any projects in the works this morning? Hopefully your day's going great and you didn't wake up to a bunch of snow when in what's supposed to be spring. But it's not. It's totally not uncommon here in this part of the country. We always seem to get snow. We'll probably get some more next month. I don't feel we're out of the woods for snow until about the end of May. And even then, it can be kind of iffy. There was several years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I think, the next to last day of school, they had a snow day, a full snow day, because we got like the most snow we got the whole entire winter. And that was like the end of May. It's crazy. It's crazy what the mountains and the elevation we live at will do to the weather. Mike says neither am I. He's not awake either. I'm doing all right. Got up about my normal time. Got some hot coffee here. Trying to finish that up before we get out of here for school. But anyway, what the heck has been going on around here? Well, if you saw some of the posts I've been trying to put up, I've been reworking my binding jig. And I'll show it to you here. It is done. Now, if you saw the build video where I built the original version of this looks very, very similar. But there's some things that I did differently on this one that I think make it a little better. This one I stepped down the size of the aluminum extrusion. When I built the original one, it was a 45 millimeter extrusion, and they have a slot size here of about 10 millimeters. That is very scarily close to the size of these bearings, the width of the bearings. So there was a chance that any wear could cause the bearing to drop in there. So I made this smaller. I think this size is 8 millimeter, maybe 7. I think it's 8. Also, we now have, how am I going to do this? We now have a locking pin so that with it disengaged, it moves smoothly, but we can engage the pin and it'll lock in place. I've drilled some holes in here, it locks it in place, which is kind of handy for storage, or if you lock it up here, kind of handy for if you're making adjustments to the bit. What else? I have changed the spring retention. It used to be on the outside. It's now on the inside, much cleaner. And I've added some screws to sort of connect this a little bit better. But yeah, this video will be coming out this weekend. I'm also going to have all of the files available. I'm going to put them together in kind of a plan pack and get those listed on my website. That will come out the same time as the video. So if you're wanting to build one of these, I'm going to have all the part numbers and where I sourced this stuff from, which will have all the information available if you want to try to build your own. You can either use, order the exact same things or try to source your own parts, but all of the drawings for all of the hole locations are going to be in there. STL files for the donut, and if you wanted to make this spring retainer or spring retention thingy, I'm going to have the files available for that. And yeah, so be on the lookout. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not subscribed, so that way you get notifications when this video drops, which I'm shooting for Saturday. Still working on some files and things to get all that done, but I've got most everything ready to go and planning for this weekend. So if you want to build one, everything will be available. So let's see here. Tim says it was 83 degrees here yesterday. Good grief. We did have 80s already this year. 2 weeks ago, I think, we were several days in the 80s. And this morning, it's snow. XK Tree says, good morning. Working on a kitchen remodel, building cabinets. Right on. Nice. That's something I haven't done in a while. Built some cabinets. Mike says, I'm building templates for building guitars. Nice. Right on. Right on. Mike says, excellent. Tim says, very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Idiot Burns, what's up, man? Says, what's the tool exactly for? Well, we are 1 day delay, but the wife is here. This is for cutting binding. I use it mainly for acoustic guitars or any sort of, well, you can do it on any guitar, really, cutting the binding channel. The router will float up and down and follow contours in the body. You could use this for a carved top type electric. Really, you could even use it for a regular non-shaped solid body. But yeah, it's a binding tower. So you can buy these from the main guitar parts retailers. I'm trying to avoid saying names, but I think we all know who they are. But I decided to build my own. Yeah, I'm also considering possibly making a small batch of these and have them available on my website. So I'm going to be releasing more information on that when this video drops. So I'm going to be looking for some feedback for all of you. Idiot Burn says, I'm working on an aluminum bass. Nice. That's so cool. He says the wiring of the bass with a 3-band active slider, passive tone blend, volume, Fishman battery unit. Man, so many wires. That sounds like a lot of wires. Adalo says it looks solid. Right on. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very happy with the way this Mark II version turned out. Again, not much different than the original version, but it is improved and much better. Harry Dude says, what's up? Hello, everyone. What's up, man? Sunpack and Rick's here. Rick says, let's see the binding tower again. Here you go. There we go. I gotta watch the time. You may have noticed I started this earlier. Schools are on a 2-hour delay, so I'm gonna have to cut this one short. But I still wanted to get the live in to touch base with all of you. So just a heads up, I'm going to try to keep an eye on the time. We got about 15 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes, and then I'm going to have to split out of here. Harry Dude says, can the binding tower get down low enough to do an electric body? I believe so. Well, maybe not without a cradle, actually. I guess I could flip this over. I could flip this extrusion over. Ooh. Actually, I think that would work good. if I flip the extrusion over, mount the router on this side, and basically swap the donut with the router, yeah, I think it would. I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to play around. I think it would. Now, it would probably, in this configuration, if you used it in a sled, you know, like the little cradle to hold the body. But I think if you took this apart, flipped it over, it wouldn't change any of the hole locations. Yeah, I believe it would. I believe it would. I'm gonna have to try that though, because I haven't tested that out. That's what I'm gonna have to do. With the cradle, I don't have any concerns that it would go low enough. But Idiot Burn says hour delay. Oh, I need to see it. Oh, to see it used. If you go back in the acoustic guitar build series, the video where I'm doing the binding, you will see not this version, but the original version. You'll see it used in conjunction with the cradle to cut the binding channel on my acoustic guitar. But it's essentially the same thing. This one just has a couple of little improvements. Neptune says, looks good. Thanks, man. Adalo says, I attached some side braces today and started to lower the thickness of the back plate. Now I'm considering what the thickness would be proper while thinking to make it thicker as possible. Yeah, that's kind of a... well, me not having a whole lot of experience in that, I tried to stick very closely to the plan, the numbers that the plan called for. But in working with a friend of mine who is a much more experienced builder than I for acoustics, there's some flexing. They do some flexing, but I don't know exactly what the amount of flex is that you really want. So I tried to stay close to the numbers on the plan. I think I'm a little thinner than that, but not by much. Rick says, let me know what the price is. Do you use a cradle? Yes, I will be I'm doing some more calculations and stuff on the price. I am considering doing a small batch of these pre-made if anybody's interested. But like I said, when the video drops, I'll be asking for more information on that. And yes, I use a cradle for the acoustic, but since Harry Dude asked, I'm gonna experiment with this and see if it will in fact go low enough. Especially if I flip all this over, you should be able to just pull these out. Well, you don't even have to do anything to the bearings. Just swap the rotation, flip that cradle around, and I think you can. I think you can. So yeah, cradle. I think a cradle is a good idea. Dallas says, I'm planning to make it full dead back. What's a dead back? That I don't understand that one. I need more information on that. Burn says, I disappeared. Wife can't dress my daughter, I guess. I made mine get dressed before I came out here because I didn't want to be cutting it short when I wrap this up to get in to take her to school, which is fastly approaching. About 10 minutes. I gotta be rolling in the house. Yeah. Eddie Burns says, dude, my DeWalt comes with this gig. Yeah. Dallas says, as I know, thinner and flexible back is called live or active. Oh, I got you. I understand. Yeah, thinner and more flexible, it is going to move more. And from the way I understand it as well, there's a balancing act. And you want it to be flexible enough, but not too flexible where it can collapse. Yeah, and I don't have enough experience thicknessing the parts to really have that feel down myself. That is something that I'm working on, as well as the tap tone, you know, where you tap the materials. And there's a certain point that the more experienced builders can tell when they want to stop thicknessing or carving braces or something like that. And I don't have that ear built up yet. Paul's here. Paul says, greetings all. Paul, what's going on? Did you guys get any weird weather from this storm that came through, rain or anything? We got a 2-hour delay on school today. A couple of inches of heavy, wet snow fell last night. It's nuts. Idiot Burn says, wiring a 5-way rotary. Mega Switch by Schaller. I've not done a rotary switch. Although, I did recently get... what is that thing? I think it's a... I can't remember what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a 60s, you know, Japanese-made guitar that does have a rotary on it. So, and it does need some work. So I'm going to be doing some repairs on that, and I'll post some more info on that guitar when I start working on it. It's kind of cool, actually. Paul says, lots of rain. Yeah, we started out yesterday with a fair bit of rain on and off through most of the afternoon, and then sometime in the evening it turned to snow. And yeah, not as much as they were forecasting, but still, you know, still a fair, decent spring snow. Enough that schools are on a 2-hour delay. That's why I started this live early, and I got to split out of here in about 5 minutes or so to take my daughter to school. So kind of the delay. I was either hoping for nothing or a full closure, but oh well, can't control it. Harry Dude says, recently did a freeway strat switch, 10 positions, 5x2. Is that one of those that's like a shifter in a car where it goes back and then it shifts over and up? I recently just saw one of those, and it's kind of crazy. Brian, my hermit life. What's up, man? Bam. What's going on? Mike says 5 minutes. Yes, Mike. I tried to start this a little bit early because I wanted to be able to hang out with you guys for a little bit. But our schools are on a 2-hour delay here due to the snow. And unfortunately, that falls right in the middle of this live. But I didn't want to cancel it. I still wanted to be able to at least say hi and chat with you guys for a few minutes. So I tried to start this a couple minutes early so that I could still hang out and say hi to everyone. But yes, I do have to cut this off pretty quick and take my daughter to school. So it's just a kind of a timing issue due to the winter weather that we had here last night. Neptune says, nature happens. Yeah, we can't control it, right? It's out of our hands. Paul says, recovering from a motorcycle incident, almost got hit yesterday, had to dump the bike, took a minute to get out from under, nice burn on leg. Man, Paul, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's, what a drag. Was that your new one? Man, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. I hope the burn heals quickly and it's not too bad. Ah, man, I'm glad you're okay though. Could have been much worse. Brian says, tree guys are coming very soon, making lumber out of one. Nice. Right on. That's awesome. Paul says, bike's okay though. Oh, good. And I'm glad you're okay. More so than the bike, but I'm glad the bike's okay. Harry Dude says, yep, a 5-way action, lanes left and right. Yeah, those are the craziest switch. First time I saw that, I was like, what? It's so cool. My mind is about ready to melt down just thinking about wiring that up. Rick says, thanks for doing the show. Well, you're welcome, Rick. And I figured trying to, keep it at the normal time and just make it short would be better than, just having to cancel it altogether. But, or at least do it later, because I know I'd miss out on several of you because it would be like the middle of the night. Neptune says, no worries, short's better than nothing. Right on. Paul says, built a trebuchet large enough to send her parachute system for recovery. Right on. Yes, it was the new one. Dallas says, snowing enough to make a snowman. It probably was. However, if I'd have got up at like 5 a.m., I probably could have gone out and made a nice big snowman. but it warmed up very quickly, and it's melting off already very fast. And probably by this afternoon, it won't even look like there's been any snow. And that's just the way our weather works around here. It warms up. Snow doesn't really stick around most of the time. The January snows typically seem to last longer, but by the time we get this late in the season, it's a couple hours and it's gonna be about clear. So no snowman this time. I know. Paul says at least the guy didn't leave the scene. Oh yeah, that's good. Idiot Burns says feel better, Paul. Paul says thanks. Right on. Neptune says, that sucks, Paul. Glad you and Bike are okay. Yes, as am I. Brian says, hi, Jeff and everyone. What's going on? What's up, Brian? How are you doing this fine Wednesday morning? I'm going to wrap this up in just a couple minutes because I got to take the kiddo to school due to this weather delay we had. But Mike says, enjoy these times with Haley. It goes so quickly. Yeah, I am seeing that already. Yeah. Let's see. Eddie Burns says Freeway Switch does that. The shallower ones are a little different, but similar. Right on. Right on. Cool. Yeah, guys, before I wrap this up, again, I apologize for having to cut this super short, but you know how it is. Can't control the weather. Be on the lookout this weekend for the Binding Tower. Also, I will be releasing plans and STLs and all that stuff. So if you're interested in checking that out, it will be listed on the website. It's not there yet, but it will be by this weekend. Drawings, dimensions, hopefully everything that that you're going to need if you wanted to try to build one, or at least see what I built into there. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. I wish we could have hung out a little bit longer, but such is life, they say. Paul says, happened at the DMV, so officers outside would have been stupid for him to leave. Fair enough. Yeah, he didn't have a choice. Harry says, good instructions and diagrams with the freeway was easy to do. Rick says, have a great day, everyone. Dallas says, I got to go sleep soon. Have a good day. Paul says, bye all. Have a great week. Rick says, I'll be watching for it. Harry dude, cheers, folks. Catch you next week. Right on, guys. Idiot Burns says, see you soon. Donna says, good morning. Good morning, Donna. Sorry, I'm just wrapping this up because we got a weather delay here, and I got to take the daughter to school. So a little bit of a short stream this morning, but I wanted to get on and say hi to everybody. Neptune says, take care all. Till next time. Brian says, life happens. Stay safe. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your week. Mike, cheers. Rick, thumbs up, everyone. Yes, hit that thumbs up button before we sign off here. Also, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe. You guys are awesome, though, so I'm sure you're all subscribed. Right on, guys. Have an awesome week. Get on your shops. Build some cool things. Charlie's here. Just tuning in. Greetings from Cape Cod. Sorry I'm late. Charlie, no worries. Unfortunately, I got to close this up early today because I got to take my daughter to school. 2-hour delay for some snow that we had overnight. But thanks for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. We'll see you next time. Gotta go. I can't even hit the button. Come on, button. You can do it. Later, guys.